Hi folks, I just wanted to show you a brief unboxing or unpouching of a SIM card adapter. The reason I got this, and I'll tell you more about how I got that later, is because I have a BlackBerry Z10 and an iPhone 5C which I want to use with my plan interchangeably. My phone right now uses a regular SIM, and so what I ended up getting was a nano SIM from my carrier. And this is just an old piece of hardware from a phone, just to show you the SIM card slot. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later, because a lot of people have trouble ripping the pins on their phone and ruining their phone because of their SIM card adapters. So I went to eBay and I picked this up from Hong Kong eBay site for a grand total of $1 with shipping included, 99 cents, straight to your door with postage already in there. So it took about a month, but it can't beat that. I mean, $1 sent to your door. I don't know how the postage can even be that cheap. It costs way more than that just to send a letter, across the street. But I guess the prices there are different. So bear with me here while I remove this thing. I'm doing this all with one hand because I'm actually using the phone to film. So give me 1 second while I open this up, and there we go, the nano SIM adapter. Now it comes with this appears to be nano to micro. This is a nano to regular, and this is a micro to regular. So I guess if you have, this works for everything. So what you can do, and here's a key to open up your iPhone. This is a little metal key. So if you put your nano in here, it'll fit into a micro slot. If you put your nano in here, it'll fit into a regular slot. And if you put your micro in here, it'll fit into a regular slot. Now you wouldn't put your nano in here and then put that in there. You just go straight into here. So there it is. Now we'll open this up in a bit, but what the problem has been, and this is why I wanted to make this video, is do not try to insert this directly into your SIM card slot without a SIM card inside the adapter. If you try to put this into here, there's been numerous reports of people in the forums where it would get inside, and then because these little things are so thin and there's an opening, the pins that you see right there, those little gold contacts, they pop up, and then when you go to pull this out, it will snag this little strip along the edges of these adapters. They're very thin, as you can see. They will snag onto the pins, and worst case scenario, well, best case scenario is that you break your SIM card adapter, and if there's some way you could weaken that up and break it, that's the best scenario. Worst case is you're going to damage the little gold contacts in your SIM card holder, and your phone will be unable to accept the SIM card anymore, and it'll be toast. And as you can see from this tear down piece, there is no easy way to separate that slot. It's soldered together, and the entire thing is one assembly. So basically you're foobarred if it gets snagged in there. So I'll make another video in a moment showing you all this connected, but word of warning, do not put an empty slot into there. Okay, hang on a minute then. Okay, so just continuing the video here. So I've gotten the nano SIM out, and this is the adapter here, and as you can see, there is a very thin sheet of plastic right there inside, like a little membrane. So the SIM card looks like it only fits this one direction. It goes down like this. Okay, so the contacts are basically up. They're pointing up like that. Okay, now we take this assembly, and excuse me again, it's just using the one hand. Now you may have to actually file. It looks like, oh, it snaps right in there quite tightly. Hope I'm going to be able to get that out after. And I'm using this on a test device just because in case it ends up getting messed up, I haven't ruined my phone. At least I can see how this thing works in practice. So you've got the SIM right there in the adapter, and just make sure you pay close attention to how it's inserted. You see the little corner is cut on this top, so it has to go in this way, which makes sense because the contacts, which you see on the reverse side, have to go in against the pins. So now this slides in here, okay, and there you go. SIM card's in, and you can feel the pins being squashed, and there's no gaps anywhere at all. Therefore, when you want to remove this thing, it just easily slides out, okay? And you can understand now why, if you did not have this in here, the edge of this piece here would have gone past all the pins, and then basically as you pulled back, it would have snagged your pins. Now, I have to be able to somehow remove this card, this little nano SIM. Remember, there's a little membrane here, so oh, it just pops out. There you go. I've just pushed a little bit on it, and you just have to be careful. Sorry for my shaking here, but as you can see from the edge there, okay, it is up a little tiny bit. You see? It's raised up. So now you can just pop that SIM out. There you go. And we can feel. So what I'm going to do now is I can use this either alone, the way it is, directly into the iPhone, or I can connect that using the micro SIM, which adapter, which is right there. I can put that in there, and that will easily snug right into the BlackBerry. Or if I want to use it on my old legacy regular SIM device, I can just pop that into here, or sorry, into, well, what I showed you, this one, and away I go. So that's how using a nano SIM and a $1 piece of adapter from Hong Kong, and being careful, you can have the luxury of using all of your devices and essentially being able to swap anytime you want and experience the best of all the different platforms whenever you're traveling, and just for the fun of having all the apps available. So thank you, and hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.